you're here. Yeah, we're so glad you're here. Oh, we're so glad to be together in unity. How is it inside yourself right now? How are you feeling right now? You feeling peaceful? How many know that God is closer than you think? God is closer than you think. Many times we use our thinking to separate ourselves from God. Right? So, whether you're here in the room or you're joining us online, we want to start with a question. Have you ever noticed that a lot of us grew up with a picture of God that looks suspiciously like a very serious man sitting on a cloud keeping score like Santa Claus, but with more violent thoughts? He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. And he's got opinions about you and your thoughts. Yeah. For many people, that image sticks with them for a lifetime. Isn't that amazing? Because many times the things that we heard as children, when we're just little, our brains are just little mushy sponges, where we just absorb everything. And we're told things, and things are said around us. And we hear things, and we absorb the atmosphere around us, which many times there's a lot of fear. And there's a lot of things that we are taught that just ain't so. Right? So, even when we kind of grow up a little bit, there's still this little child on the inside that says, am I enough? If there is a God, am I pleasing? Am I doing it right? And we think we're doing it wrong. How many know you're not wrong? You are not wrong. It is your thoughts that need to change. Your perception, your conception of what divinity is changes everything. Do you live in a benevolent universe, or do you live in a universe of condemnation? You didn't realize it was up to you, did you? A lot of people don't know that. That this God out there, distant, apart, away from me, in a place where I can't even imagine, watching and maybe even judging me. But what if that's not what Jesus was pointing to at all? What if God isn't out there, but right here? As the very life within your being. There's a shift that happens within us as we grow spiritually, where we shift from out there to in here. There's a powerful verse in the Bible that says, the kingdom of God is within you. Or the kingdom of heaven, said both ways, is with the domain of spirit, of divinity, is on the inside. Right? I mean, all the good stuff's on the inside. We talked about that one time. You get a nut. It's like walnuts. I remember when I was a kid, somebody said they had a walnut tree. Oh, goody, I'm going to get some walnuts. Have you ever tried to crack one of those things? Yeah. I thought I'd watch Superman, and I'm trying to Get those walnuts to break open. Because the goodness was on the inside. How many know the goodness is inside of you?
Yeah.
So I went to that Unity church and they told me I was a nut. And that the goodness was in. I needed to be cracked open. And there's some truth to that, right?
There is some truth to that, yes.
So now in Unity and other mystical traditions, how many know that Unity is a mystical tradition? Okay? It's not about the outward appearance. See, your true beauty is on the inside. Who you really are is on the inside. Right? You can't really know somebody until you go inside of them. Did you know you could do that?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. You go inside of another person and develop a relationship with them by being gentle and kind. But when we've had all this negative stuff put in us, it's easy for us to react and react and react and condemn and accuse and blame. But the truth of it is, the goodness is on the inside. So what do I have to do? I have to align my thinking with the goodness, the all-loving goodness of God. God is not separate from life. God is life. Right? This living, loving intelligence expressing itself as life. Everything that's alive, that's God. Not a guy in the sky, but a field of loving awareness. And you and I are in that field. You can't see it with your physical eye, but you can sense it and feel it on the inside when you connect. And in Unity, we believe that we connect through prayer and through meditation. Right? We connect through the way we pray. We connect through meditation, getting quiet. Right?
Yeah.
See, that's not distance. We're becoming intimately acquainted with life. That's what it means to be spiritual. To become intimately acquainted with life. Have you ever been in love with somebody where you think their thoughts and they're thinking your thoughts and you feel their feelings, they feel your feelings? You know, you think about, well, I was thinking maybe we could go to this. Oh, I was thinking the same thing. Because you're inside of each other, right? And you're picking up on that energy. And that's the way of spirit. And more that starts to happen as you get around people and you get familiar with them. You get comfortable with them. How many know we have a lot of guards up, don't we? We have a lot of shields. You know, remember Star Trek? Shields up.
Yeah.
And we don't take them down. Now, I'm not saying it's not important to protect that goodness within you, because some people, Jesus said, don't cast your pearls before, because they don't get it. Yeah. There are times when you just need to be around some people, and that's okay, right? It's a spiritual practice. Learning how, I want to learn how to be around anybody and everybody, right? Because what I've discovered is there is this goodness inside of everybody. And there's a sweetness on the end. There's a nougat in there. Right? A nougat or a nugget or a creamy center.
And here we are at food again.
Here we are. Spirit is what you are made of.
Yeah.
You are spirit. You are living in this energetic field of aliveness. Feel it in your hands. You feel it, on your, I don't know, sometimes, sometimes when we come together, there's this feeling that just kind of ripples through my scalp and I get these little chill bumps. Do you ever get those? And it's because of that intimacy, that awareness, that connection with spirit. And it's a beautiful thing. as long as we don't let our stinking thinking get in the way.
Yeah.
It's your turn to talk.
Well, I am sitting here thinking that, so we have been doing this series on Beyond the Stories, Unlocking the Spiritual Power of the Bible. And today is part 4. And so for some of you, you may be sitting here thinking, well, what has this got to do with the Bible? Well, when you change your perception of God, it changes everything. So a lot of us have been traumatized by the Bible. It was used as a tool, used as a weapon. And the thing to remember about the Bible is that it's not the literal words, it's the essence. When we read the words of Jesus, are those the exact words he said? Who knows? It was an oral tradition. Those things were handed down, right? But it's the essence. And when we look at the words of Jesus with the understanding about who God is and who we are, it enriches that reading, makes it, again, more intimate, more, this is a story about me, because we've talked a lot about the Bible being the unfolding of humanity's consciousness and the story of our own consciousness unfolding. A lot of us have been traumatized by this idea of God sitting off on a distant planet with a zapper button, watching everything we do and just waiting for us to do something wrong. Wrong, right? It's an extremely traumatic idea of God that gets deeply planted sometimes in us. And so we have to work on rooting that out and replacing it with the truth of what God is and who we are. So this idea that God is a part of us. We are a part of this spirit. That energy or that feeling that you're talking about, what feeling when you're in meditation or when you come into this space sometimes, people will feel there's a difference in the energy in here. Well, it's because of all the prayer and meditation that goes on in here, all of the good things that are spoken in here that elevate the energy in here. And we are energetic beings, and God, the divine, is energy. And so when we feel that goosebumpy, I feel something, it's that connection, that acknowledgement that, it's God.
It's like a nice massage.
It's God.
All right.
And when we have that understanding of God, it truly does change everything.
Yeah.
And one of the things that it changes is our prayer.
Yeah.
Because prayer, I don't know about you, but for me, prayer was always the let's make a deal, or the I promise you I will, or if you just get me out of this mess. That's not what prayer is, because now, rather than shouting up to the sky and saying, hey, God, if you're not busy taking care of the universe, could you help me find my keys? It's not that. We shift it. Prayer becomes aligning and affirming what's already within you. Prayer is magic, but it's not that kind of magic. It's not that kind of, will you do this for me? Manipulative magic. It's the magic that happens when we align with spirit. It's the everyday miracles that happen when we walk in alignment. It's the gratitude that we become aware of. The sun rose this morning and I didn't have to do anything. It just did it. It's part of this vast universe that this loving spirit resides over, in, and through. So there's an old story. A man is searching for his keys under a streetlight, and his neighbor comes out and says, what are you doing? And he says, I lost my keys. And they both start looking. And after a while, the neighbor says, are you sure you lost them here? And the man says, no, I lost them inside the house. So the neighbor says, well, then why are we looking out here? And the man says, because the light's better out here. That's us. We've never been taught to look for God in here. We've always been told, many of us have been told that God is out there, outside of us, because that's where the light seems to be. But that is not true. The light is within. There's that saying that the truth that you're seeking is within you. That which you're seeking is already present within you. It's always been with you. From the moment you were conceived, it's been with you. It's this loving. We call it love because that's the word that we have, but it's beyond anything that we can name or comprehend with our minds. It's something we experience. And when you're in touch with it and you experience it and you know it, there really are no words for it. There really are no words for it. So how many have been traumatized? You don't really have to raise your hands. Because if you live in the South, you probably have been.
Or anywhere.
Well, yeah, that's true. But especially in the South, but that's true anywhere.
Yeah.
Traumatized with this idea of heaven and hell. Where are you going to spend your afterlife?
And there's some people that they really want to know. I remember when we first moved here, 2000, whatever it was, 4, 5, 6, whatever, when we moved. We went to the grocery store and people would just walk up to us and say, where do you go to church? So, well, we part of the Unity.
Oh, the Unity Baptist Church, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we know all about that. But that's the first thing they want to know. What church do you go to? All right? And which is, I think about that. What does that mean? It's like, what garage do you park in? Right? What kind of ice cream do you eat? Well, what brand or what flavor? It has nothing to do with the spiritual reality.
No, but the minute that they find
God
out, they can put you in a box. Because, see, they have boxes that are labeled.
Yes, we all have.
Yes.
We all have had that.
We do. And so the minute they find out what box you belong in,
yes,
that helps them know how to relate to you. And
things are more organized that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're in hell, and you're going to heaven.
Oh, you're going to hell, you're going to hell, you're going to hell.
You're good, you're bad.
But the real truth of that is that they feel they have been told, they have been fed the line that it is their personal responsibility to make sure that everyone they encounter gets right with God so that they're going to heaven. So if you look at it from that perspective, you can be a little bit more compassionate because you can understand that they are carrying a heavy, heavy burden, that they are personally responsible for every person they meet, whether that person goes to heaven or hell in their minds. So you can be a little bit more compassionate about it. But let's take a look at this idea of heaven and hell. We've talked about salvation. We've looked at some of the other
we've talked
metaphysical,
about the Savior.
The Savior.
We'll talk about
that's
salvation
right. We're going to
today.
talk about that here.
That's right.
We've looked at the idea that the Bible is to be interpreted metaphysically with the use of some of the Aramaic culture from which it was written in. So how can we reimagine heaven and hell? And do we need to? Are heaven and hell real places? I don't think they know because I didn't hear an answer. Well,
So
well,
in Unity, we look at heaven and hell are states of consciousness.
yeah.
You know, I think it's Walt Whitman said that you can make a hell out of heaven, or you can make a heaven out of hell. Right? How many know that it's your choice? It's the way you perceive life. Okay?
How many of you have experienced hell and know what hell feels like? How many of you have experienced heaven and know what heaven feels like?
Yeah. That's the whole point.
Yep.
Jesus said, pray that heaven be in earth, the divine will be in earth as it is in heaven. It's the idea of heaven is in earth, right? And you are the earth. How many know your body is made out of the earth? And you are the heaven. And your mind is your high place. We all live in high places, don't we? We all live in these higher realms. Or we can live in the lower realms.
Yeah.
So these are all states of consciousness, because let's be honest about it. You can be in a beautiful place with everything going right on the outside and feel miserable on the inside, right?
Yep.
And you can be going through something really difficult and still feel peace and clarity, even joy. So which one is real? Right? It really depends on your perception and how you see it. So Unity teaches that heaven and hell are not places you go into the afterlife because you were good or you said the right prayer, you belong to the right religion. You know, that has nothing to do with it. You are a spiritual being. You came from God. It's a circle. You came from spirit because you are spirit, and then you go through this journey, this process here, and then you return back to spirit. It's a circle, right? It's a circle. And we all will. You ever wake up in a bad mood for no reason? Nothing happened. Nobody did anything. But your mind just decided, today we're choosing chaos. I mean, okay, that's not geography. That's consciousness. It's not a location out here. Now let's poke the bear just a little bit more, because this is going to lead to a big question that a lot of people want to know. Brother, sister, are you saved? Ooh, you ever been asked that? Yeah. For a long time, I thought it was having my ticket in the afterlife. I get to go to this great place where there are these mansions, you know, and you walk on streets of gold, right? And the angels are singing in this big choir, and Elvis is leading it. Right? Of course. And here we are. Well, we've got this huge mansion. But here I'm a spirit, right? And so I'll walk into my mansion. It's got 12 rooms, 14 bathrooms. Here's the problem. I'm a spirit. I don't need a bathroom anymore. Right? I don't need cable anymore, so I don't need a living room. I don't need a couch or a sofa. I don't need a kitchen because I'm a spirit. That's not the kind of food I eat. Right? So think about it. I mean, sometimes you apply a little bit of logic to things, and you can kind of figure it out. And you realize, oh, wait a minute. This was a story that was told to people back during the Depression. ministers were trying to get people to feel better because everybody was depressed, because it was a depression, right? So that's kind of what you do. And so they would talk to them about, oh, just wait, when you die, you're going to have a golden mansion. And we're all going to sit on clouds and pluck harps. Bing, bing, bing. It's going to be so much fun. All right?
Well, when you put it that way.
Well, I think
Right.
sometimes you kind of have to exaggerate this a little bit to kind of see what is it? What's really happening here? So, what does it mean to be saved, Leah?
Well, it probably means something a little bit deeper than that. So we've looked at Greek and Aramaic words, and the Greek word for what is often translated as saved is sozo, S-O-Z-O, and it doesn't really mean rescued. We talked about that a little bit last week, right? Mm-hmm. Not always being rescued from things. It really is.
That's bad psychology.
That is bad psychology. It means to be made whole, healed, and restored. So salvation isn't about escaping life. It's really about awakening in life. It's not about going somewhere else someday. It's about coming home to your true nature right now. Salvation, the word salvation, soteria, S-O-T-E-R-I-A, so salvation is soteria, sozo is salvation,
It's
meaning
saved.
Yeah, healing. It's the healed states.
The healed state
of wholeness,
yes.
Wellness, enlightenment. And we've said this before, and we will say again, what was Jesus really healing? He was healing the psychology of a people. He was healing their thinking about things. We create our heaven and our hell by our thinking and by the choices that we make. And that's what he was working with them. That was the plane that he was working with them on, about their thinking.
Yeah.
So it's like a person who travels the world searching for peace. They go to India. They go to Tibet. They attend retreats. They read all the books. They meet all the teachers. And finally someone says, "What are you looking for?" And they say, "Peace." And the teacher says, "Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath." There it is. Searching for something that already exists within you. Just take a breath. Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
And science is even starting to point in this same direction. Co-founder Charles.
Can I say something real quick?
Sure.
When you think of being saved, you think of being safe.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you something. Are you safe to be around? People say, "I'm saved," but are you safe? Is it safe for me to be around? Are you going to pick on me? You're going to hurt me? You're going to accuse me? You're going to blame me? You're going to use your words against me somehow? Right? Are you safe to be around? That's a good question to ask ourselves. Let's look in the mirror and just say, am I safe to be with today? And if I'm a little bit judgy, how many understand it's okay? You don't get upset with yourself all the time. "Oh, I just can't do it right." Well, stop it. Take a breath. Come back to your true self, your true nature of goodness.
Yeah.
And so today I'm safe to be. I'm safe. See, you got to feel safe in yourself. And if you're feeling safe, then you will be safe to be with. Right? Does that make sense? It's just another word for saying love.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh,
I
no.
rudely interrupted
no,
you.
no, no, no. That was good. That's good. No, I was just going to say that, our co-founder, the co-founder of Unity, Charles Fillmore, was really a man ahead of his time. And what he described in a lot of his books, like The Atom Smashing Power of Mind, was quantum physics.
Yeah.
He really was. And so science is really beginning to validate a lot of the things that we've been saying in Unity for years.
Yeah.
Physicists talk about a unified field of energy and intelligence that underlies everything. Well, what is God?
Yeah.
A unified field of energy and intelligence underlying everything. Mystics have been saying this for thousands of years.
Yes.
They've said it in different ways, but they've been saying that we're not separate, that we're not divided. There's one presence, and it expresses as all of us. So maybe God's not a being somewhere. Maybe God is the intelligence within everything, including you.
Yeah.
We're swimming in an ocean of consciousness, and our job, our task really is just to become aware of it. Just become aware of it. Which means that you're not trying to get to God. There's no altar call this morning. You're not trying to get to God. God already is. You're learning to be aware of the God, the love presence that already exists. It's already here. I like that a whole lot better than an altar call.
Well, some may not know what that is because they didn't grow up in the churches that we grew up in.
Do y'all not know what an altar call is? Well, an altar call is where we would invite you all to feel your sins deeply and know that you need to experience this thing, salvation. And we would invite you to come down in front of all your brethren and have an experience of salvation. Say the right words. And then when you get up and you leave, for some unexplainable reason, we get to determine whether you got it or not.
Did I get it?
Because then I will look at you and I will say, well, you did this or you did that, so you must not really have gotten saved. You must not really have experienced it in the right way, or maybe you need to come down again and have a rededication. James and I both have said we rededicated until our rededicators were broken back when we were in that.
But here's the point. Here's something you can do this week to become aware of God, of spirit, of love, of peace. Begin to notice what's happening. What's happening on the inside of you? What's going on in there? Instead of asking, where's God? Try asking, where am I not noticing God? In other words, I want to notice that God is already in everything, inside of everything. The beautiful clouds in the sky, the little squirrel that runs across your yard, the birds that fly overhead. That's all God. Your neighbor that goes out and picks up your newspaper for you. Do people still get newspapers? Or no, or your friend who forwards a text to you with the latest gossip. I mean news. But what is it about? It's about learning how to be aware of it, of God, of Spirit. So when you're with somebody, pay attention. Right? Just notice. Notice that beauty, notice the peace that you feel. And you know what? People will notice you. And they'll notice it too. See, it's not whether you've got the right brand, the right whatever. It's, are you in your right mind? Have you let go of that insane thinking of disconnection, loneliness, and fear? How many know you are never alone? Every cell in your body is charged with the energy of divine life, right? Mm-hmm. Let's take a breath.
So your handout, if you want.
We're going to turn down the lights. Just get still for a moment. Just breathe. Come into the moment and quiet down the mind. Reach into your spirit, touching the and let's explore the beauty that truly lies within. The soul that has been waiting just to be your friend. Listen for that small, still voice that speaks inside your soul. Allow the healing presence to lift you up. You are whole.
Come into the moment and quiet down the mind.
lift you up. You are whole. Let's listen. And listen for that small, still voice that speaks inside your soul. Allow the healing presence to lift you up. You are whole. Allow the healing presence to lift you up, and you are whole. So let us breathe together. Go to that quiet space inside. Whatever you have to do later, it will be there when you need to do it. But right now, let's not get in a hurry. Let us notice the subtleness of that spiritual awareness. That little tickle of joy deep down on the inside that wants to come out, that wants to play, that just wants to be who you naturally, truly are. And it's okay to be who you are. Because guess what? A year from now, you might make different choices, and that's okay. But you will always have that ground of being that is you, that has always been you, and that will always be you. That foundation of your true, authentic self. So allow that healing presence to work in your body, moving through the field of energy that is within us, that surrounds us in everything. If you know of someone that you would like to hold in prayer this morning, I invite you to whisper their names at this time. Holding them in your heart. And imagining their goodness, imagining their well-being, imagining their wholeness, because that's who they are, really. They just may not be aware of it in the moment. But your prayers help to remind them. It's like a little nudge, a little tug. Come on. Let's remember who we are. And so we surround them with our love and our prayers, our good thoughts. We bless each and every one. And this morning, may you begin to awaken more and more every day to that light that is in you, to that loving, living presence we just happen to call God. Just like the fish swimming around in the ocean. That's you, that's me. We're all just swimming in this ocean of spirit, this ocean of consciousness, this ocean of life. And the more we connect with it and allow it to express through us, wow, wow, wow. So we bless all people everywhere. We behold all in the light, in peace, in presence, and in love. One God, one Spirit, one life. So now I invite you just to spend just a moment now allowing the energy to just settle in your bones for just a moment. And in the name of all that is sacred and holy, we say, so be it. And it is so. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God our Creator, oneness all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let this begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. All right. All right, let's say together, the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us wherever we are. God is, and all is well. All right. Have a great week, everybody.